Hello, I am Joe McDonald and this is Big Mac's Battle Blogs. So this is going to be a little review of January, which has been a month of ups and downs, to say the least. So the very first thing to happen to me on early in the morning on January the 1st was a shell hit very close to where I live and smashed a lot of windows, chopped up a bunch of balconies with shrapnel, including mine. And January gave us a rude awakening. Then, we cleaned up and carried on, as per usual. What else are we going to do? Went into work later that day, slightly. So work's been fairly interesting, at least from a team point of view. We've our top FPV pilots achieved a lot of equipment and personnel destruction this month, and he's a good pilot. But now that we're finally getting, it's never enough, but we're getting a lot more FPVs than we used to, so we can be a lot more opportunistic about our targets. It's allowing for him and my flatmate to take advantage of that. During that time though, however, one of the positions we were on got a lot of direct hits from a 152 North Korean shell. I had it checked out by some EOD experts and other people I know, and I nearly got that fucking shell hit like 5 meters away from me. It didn't fully detonate. Another bunch of them hit within 20-30 meters of us, and they did detonate. Had yet another mild TBI, had a headache for a few days, been making me pretty grumpy, but I've been managing to keep it under wraps. Another shell about a week ago hit really, really close to us on a different position, but that was just random. One shell happened to really closely hit our position, and then the next half dozen they fired were way, way off. So they just were lucky. Don't think they knew we were there. But nevertheless, it's 3 very close, large shells in a couple, or times where very large shells hit very, very close to me in a month. So that's been exciting. And also, my head hurts. There's nothing I can do about it, you know what I mean? There's also been, I made a video the other day which I decided to take down because I said some things that basically can get you in legal trouble, and I could do without more hassle than I'm already going to have to deal with if and when I return to England. So obviously those things were just said in the moment because I was really angry. But it led an organisation I've been working with for quite a while, who's given us quite a bit of support, and vice versa, I suppose, to withdraw support for me. And I probably shouldn't have said what I said, but on the other hand, if your reaction to someone being really angry because someone's stolen money off them is to just take your support away, then you're nothing more than an office working, backstabbing piece of shit, basically. And the second link I have to donate money to, other than PayPal, will no longer be in use for that. yeah, it's just a reflection on how a lot of organisations that are helping Ukraine are. You know, what they should be focused on is helping soldiers to win this war, which involves killing the enemy. And they act like, you know, they're running a bloody church bake sale. And they'd write, you know, and they want to be so involved, you know, they send you messages and photos of stuff that they're giving to other units. And I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a flying fuck about what you're doing for other units. It's just fucking stupid photos taking up space on my fucking phone that I've got to scroll through to get to what I need to find. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of people who just want to feel involved. But, you know, if they actually had organisations that were focused on getting soldiers like thermals and vehicles and night vision, we wouldn't need so many fucking tourniquets and medical supplies, basically. So yeah, you know, I'm the kind of person where if your friends turn your back on you when you're going through a difficult time, they're not your friends and never were. So yeah, Idine ahoy to that organisation. I'm not going to name them. You know, they have helped a lot of soldiers in Ukraine, but yeah, because of some decision by a bunch of civilians that they can't be seen to be given military help, they're not really actually that useful. You know, I could have bought all the stuff they sent me myself quite easily out of my combat pay, and I kind of wish I had, because I wouldn't have had to deal with hours and hours and hours of placating people who just want to feel involved. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Basically had a bit of a lost my temper with my unit the other day, because I don't get to do that much drone flying. There's on a team of drone operators, there's many other tasks to do with flying, and because of other work I do, like I'm able to keep myself occupied, but I haven't been getting to do enough flying at all, and I haven't been given enough training. So I sort of threw me toys out the pram, and apparently that's all going to change, and they're going to give us a lot more training. So that's good, but we'll believe it when I see it. So yeah, that's it. That's a summary for January. You know, got screwed over by someone I thought was a really good drone builder who was going to come to Ukraine and actually be of use, but he turned out just to be a bullshitting crazy person. And obviously I'm not going to go and do anything or arrange to have anything done to him, because that would be stupid and I'm 1,000 kilometres away. But if he happens to be found swinging from a tree, I'm going to, you know, smoke a cigar, basically. And yeah, I nearly died a couple of times. My head hurts because of it. And, you know, yeah, I've lost a bit of support from one charity, but on the other hand, I've probably gained a lot more time to focus on way more useful things. So there we go. You know, I'm not a propaganda spokesperson. I'm not a fucking hero. I'm not anyone but a guy who's just recording his time here and trying to get some pennies together so we can increase the amount of drones. Because every time, you know, the army gives us 10 FPVs, we use them. Some of them hit the Russians, others get taken out on the way, and then they're gone in a couple of days, you know. So, yeah, every time what that happens, whether it's a successful or a non-successful mission, I've got to try and find another 500 quid to keep our supply of drones up, you know. And there's also other, you know, I'm trying to help basically an entire company or battalion. I'm trying to help an entire battalion's worth of drone operators. So, you know, drones get lost to jamming, to anti-drone guns, to direct fire, to occasionally just technological fault, you know, etc. Or because you don't have any stabilization when you land in them because of how we hack them, then sometimes they get damaged when they crash. So, you know, that is a constant and never-ending battle. So yeah, that's what's happened. That's what my next priorities are. I now own a vehicle. It's stuck in Poland because of this twat, and because, you know, this organisation's turned the back on me. I'm now not going to be able to use the drivers and stuff like that. So yeah, bit of a difficult situation. The guy I bought it off, Harley, who's an amazing person, doing a lot for helping demine Ukraine, might be able to help me get it in. But Harley's a really busy man and I don't want to bother him. So yeah, so that's a bit stressful. But anyway, yeah, just giving you an update. Keep the content pumping out. You know, please like, comment, subscribe, all that shit if you feel like it. Frankly, today, don't really fucking care. And as always, to our Russian and Vatnik listeners, and to Neil, Idi Nahoy Zalupa.